What is going on, everyone? My name is Turk, this is Level 1 News, and today we are going to be doing a review for this little guy right here, Cozmo. He's one of the newest, hottest toy items, and we were able to get our hands on this little guy, and I'm going to be doing a full review of why Cozmo is, I think, one of the coolest toys that I've seen in a long time. I really enjoyed playing with him, and it's something that I've been looking forward to getting my hands on for some time now. Cozmo, it comes from Anki, which is known for doing like robotic type toys, and Cozmo came out about last year. It was around 2016 when he first came out. I think he's one of the coolest toys to come out in a long time, and I really want to do this review to show you guys how much of a cool little guy Cozmo is. So let's just get right into it. So just to go an overview of Cozmo himself, he's a little toy robot. He has his own treadmill tracks here. In the front, he has like this lift that he's able to pick up these little cubes with. I'll get into these cubes in a second though. Cozmo himself he's pretty small, he's pretty compact, and he doesn't have a whole lot of motion. All he can do is really like move forward, around, and use his lift. This is his face right here. He's not powered on at the moment. When he's powered on, he'll have like these two eyes here, and he's very expressive. He's a really cute robot. I'll show you when I power him on. But yeah, that's all there really is to say about the robot himself. But what's really impressive about Cozmo is the fact that he actually has some level of artificial intelligence. Just kind of looking at him, you might think, oh, okay, so this is a toy robot, and you're thinking that maybe it has a remote control, but Cozmo is actually more than that. He actually has some level of artificial intelligence built into him, and he can do things on his own, and he can interact with you in many different ways, and it feels like a robot that actually is believable. Like, it actually makes you feel like when you're playing with him that you're playing with something that has some sort of intelligence, that has, it's not just a toy that you're just controlling. It's someone that you can actually play with and actually responds to your actions. So having said that, let's power this little guy on, and I'm going to show you exactly what he can do and how he plays around with these cubes. Now, the main thing that you need for to actually interact with Cozmo is you have to download the app, and pretty much any mobile device, iPhone, Android, iPad, they're all able to. You can download the app for all of them, and once you download it, you connect with Cozmo through a Wi-Fi network, and after that, you're pretty much set up. You're able to interact with Cozmo. You're able to turn him on and play with him. Alright, so right now Cozmo is powered down in these cubes right here. They actually also have, you're going to see they're going to be able to like light up, and Cozmo can actually recognize the cubes and start playing around with them. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on, I got the app here downloaded. So I'm going to turn on Cozmo, and you guys are going to get to see what he's like. So basically, this is the app right here. When you start up, you're able to connect to Cozmo just very simply by pressing connect, and he's going to power on. It'll search for Cozmo. It'll take like a few seconds. All right, so here he goes. I just turned him on, and as you can see here, now he's starting to move around. So this is what's so cool about him, is that I am not controlling him right now. He is freely doing what he wants to do. He's kind of maneuvering around. He won't fall off this table because he's able to recognize when he's getting close to the edge. You still have to, of course, be careful of him, make sure he doesn't fall down. But yeah, again, right now I am not controlling this. He's doing all of this on his own. So yeah, right now he's kind of like playing around. He sings. So yeah, he sings really nicely. Again, he's super cute. He's just like little, with his little eyes right there, very expressive. He feels like a Pixar character. It's just really well done with, like, you know, his movements and his emotions, and it really makes you feel like, you know, he has a mind of its own, really. And it's just really well done. And again, this is just letting him do his own thing. I'm not even touching anything. I'm not, like, I didn't program this. I didn't press any buttons. He's just kind of playing around right now, right? So there's a few things that you need to do to actually take care of Cozmo, kind of like a virtual pet. So I'm going to need to kind of move him around a little bit, make sure he doesn't get too close to the edge. So there's a few things that you need to do to make sure that he's, like, taken care of. So the first thing you can do is do a tune-up. And what the tune-up is you press scan. You what you do is you scan Cozmo, and you just it's basically just like a little mini game, I guess. And it's not particularly hard. You just press up, down, up, like you just do these kind of patterns. So when you're finished with the tune-up, like his the red bar fills up, and you're good there. And then what you do is you have to feed him. And what you do, how you feed him, is you grab a cube and you shake it like this, and it starts charging up, and it's like solid blue now. Then you put it in front of him, and he's gonna grab it, and he's going to, like, kind of charge himself with it. Watch. He grabs it. Alright, so now he's, like, charged up. So those are, like, the two kind of minor things that you can do with them. So, but the main thing that you can do with Cozmo is that you could play with him. So you hit the play button. So we're gonna start a game. Alright, so the game that came up is Keep Away. So Cozmo wants to play Keep Away. Alright, so we're gonna press yes. Alright, so in order to play Keep Away now, we only need one cube. So I'm gonna put these off to the side here. We put this one cube in front of Cozmo here, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to play Keep Away. So he's going to try to, like, you know, touch it, and I have to try to keep the cube away. And it could be pretty tough sometimes, so we're gonna give it a try. So I'm gonna start the game. Alright, so I'm going to put it close. And, oh! And see, he got it. So I lost a point, he got one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it near him. And he fakes you out. Oh! I dropped the cube, it got pretty intense. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna try it again. And he got me again. So let's see if I could at least get 1 point here. Alright, I got a point. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let him win now. Alright, so it's 5, I believe it's 5 points. Yeah, it's 5 points. And now he won the game. So that's an example of a game that you can play with Cozmo. So playing the games, there's all sorts of different kinds. Let me see if I could try to get one more going here. Cozmo actually gains points, and you could gain all these points to unlock new games. You could do it to unlock new abilities for Cozmo. And look, there he goes again. He's playing with his cubes. I think he's going to stack them. Let's see if he does it with this one. Yep, he's grabbing him. He's grabbing it, and he is going to... Yep, he's going to stack them together. And there he goes. And again, I did not tell him to do that. I did not press a button for him to do that. He did that on his own. And now he's kind of, you know, enjoying himself a little bit there, playing around. But let's see if I could get another game going on here, just to show you the other kinds of games that we can do with Cozmo. Alright, I got another game going with him. This one's kind of basically like Simon Says, it's memory match. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up. And you're going to get to see how well he can play this game. Alright, so basically the colors are going to light up here. And we're going to play the pattern. And... Alright, so we got yellow, red. So I'm going to tap yellow, red. Alright, I got it. Now it's time for Cozmo to try it out. So go ahead. Let's see him do it. Alright. Alright, so he got yellow and red. Alright, you see, I think it was yellow, red, and then blue. Alright, I got it. Alright, so, and then the game continues on like that. And again, Cozmo will try again to match my memory. And he'll get it, yeah, so there he goes. He'll go for a few rounds like this, and then by after a while, though, it'll get a lot more difficult. Playing it in front of a robot who actually, you know, it looks like I won. It looks like he couldn't figure it out there. So he lost, Cozmo lost. So yeah, so there's multiple kinds of games that you could play with Cozmo. There's all sorts of tricks you can do. There's like a whole list of things that you could do with Cozmo. But really the coolest thing is the fact that there's so much personality to him. It's so believable that Cozmo actually has a mind of its own and that he's kind of maneuvering around and stuff. It's a little pricey at $179. It's not a cheap toy, and it's not a toy that should be for like a little kid. Maybe like a little older kid who really is into robots. This would be the perfect gift for them. It almost feels like having like a little pet. He does things on his own. He'll stack cubes, he'll sing songs, he'll like play around with you. It's just a really cool product, and the app gets updated consistently. Cozmo gets updated consistently. He's super cute. I would highly recommend him. This particular version is the liquid metal color. There's also like a white color one as well. Cozmo is just such a cool product. I really enjoyed playing around with them. But yeah, so anyway, check it out, guys. It's Cozmo from Anki, a great toy to get for practically any kid. I know it's a little pricey, but totally worth it. So that is pretty much it for this review of Cozmo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. My name is Turk, and thank you for watching Level 1 News.